Paul was a very rich man, but he never spent any of his money. He was scared that someone would steal it. He pretended to be poor and wore dirty old clothes. People laughed at him, but he didn't care. He only cared about his money. One day he bought a big lump of gold. He hid it in a hole by a tree. Every night, he went to the hole to look at his treasure. He sat and he looked. "No one will ever find my gold," he said. But one night, a thief saw Paul looking at his gold. And when Paul went home, the thief picked up the lump of gold, slipped it into his bag and ran away. The next day, Paul went to look at his gold, but it wasn't there. It had disappeared. Paul cried and cried. He cried so loud that a wise old man heard him. He came to help. Paul told him the sad tale of the stolen lump of gold. "Don't worry," he said. "Get a big stone and put it in the hole by the tree." "What?" said Paul. "Why? What did you do with your lump of gold?" "I sat and looked at it every day," said Paul. "Exactly," said the wise old man. "You can do exactly the same with a stone." Paul listened, thought for a moment, and then said, "Yes, you're right. I've been very silly. I don't need a lump of gold to be happy." Paul realized that happiness was not in the possession of gold, but in the appreciation of life itself. He began to notice the beauty around him, the singing of birds, the colors of flowers, and the warmth of friends who sat with him and shared stories. He found joy in simple pleasures like tasting freshly baked bread and laughing at funny tales. Slowly, he learned to use his wealth not to hoard, but to help others who needed a hand. He donated to the village school and repaired the old playground where children played. His heart filled with joy seeing their smiles and laughter. And that wise old man, who helped Paul, often joined him under that tree, sharing tales of wisdom and laughter. Paul's heart opened wider, and a bright light of generosity guided him to teach and spread happiness. Richer than gold, he found love and friendship multiplied with every act of kindness.